10 signs your dog loves you. Does your canine twist up on the lounge chair close to you while you're perusing or staring at the TV? Do they lie at your feet while you're eating? Do they get onto your lap while you're sitting leg over leg on the floor? Looking for actual contact is one of the numerous ways our canine buddies show their affection for us. Whether you've been away for 5 minutes or 5 hours, perhaps the most amazing aspect of being a pup parent is having that invigorated face welcome you each time you return. Assuming your canine bounces all over when you return home, begins going around enthusiastically, is swaying their tail, licking you, or presents to you their number one toy, these are signs that your puppy loves you and is excited to have you back. Jamie Richardson, a veterinarian and clinical head of staff at Small Door Veterinary, says that just hearing your name will be sufficient to get a few canines invigorated. Assuming they hear a friend or family member's name referenced who is absent, they'll get energized at the prospect that they could show up, said Richardson. For a few of us, having a canine buddy in the house is a piece like having a subsequent shadow, and being followed from one space to another is generally a decent sign our puppy is feeling the affection. Monitoring you and going with you any place you go is in many cases a canine's approach to showing they give it a second thought. Be that as it may, don't accept it as an awful sign in the event that your canine doesn't necessarily in all cases run along after you at whatever point you leave the love seat and head into the kitchen. A few canines are more free than others, so on the off chance that they're not generally close by, it doesn't mean they don't cherish you. In the event that you could do without somebody or they cause you to feel compromised or awkward, then, at that point, odds are you will not be investing a lot of energy gazing profoundly at them. The equivalent goes for canines. Eye staring is an effort to bond and something that we all, people and canines the same, save for those we love. From the time they are pups, canines seem, by all accounts, to be headed to lay out eye-to-eye connection with people, which can be a marker of connection, makes sense of Rebecca Greenstein, a clinical guide for Rover. At the point when a canine investigates your eyes, its mind discharges oxytocin, the adoration chemical that assists them with feeling associated with you. It's essential to never drive your canine to visually engage, however, rather let it happen normally while playing or snuggling. While not we all value a decent face licking, a canine's lick is their form of a kiss, and they normally dole out those pup kisses when they're either glad to see you or having a stressed out look on you. Licking is one of the essential ways that canines show their adoration and love. It's a characteristic activity that they advanced as pups when they were licked by their mom and individual litter mates. Be that as it may, simply relax in the event that your canine doesn't lick you much. Some didn't get as much licks as little dogs, and others usually like to show their affection in alternate ways. Has your little guy at any point welcomed you at the entryway with the most recent object of their fondness, a delicate toy, a sock, a stick they've quite recently seen as outside, or a piece of cardboard they're presently busy annihilating? Assuming that they have, see yourself as exceptionally adored for sure. On the off chance that your canine truly adores you, they will frequently bring their number one toy. This is their approach to imparting their stuff to you and showing they give it a second thought, said Ochoa. While you might not have any interest in their shabby toy that has been drooled everywhere, when you accept their present, you accept their adoration. Goodness, however, an expression of caution, they'll likely be requesting it back a couple of moments later. While they can't exactly grin similarly that we people can, many canines frequently get very close. Pet canines can cause a stir substantially more emphatically than wild canines, and this thoughtful, cute articulation is remembered to incite sensations of care and sustaining in their human proprietors, said Greenstein. Assuming that your canine frequently pulls their lips back to uncover a wide, energetic smile, this is certainly an indication of adoration. You'll probably find that the more you respond by giving them a major, cheerful grin back, the more they'll rehash the way of behaving. Like our cat-like companions, our canine buddies will generally be exceptionally on top of our feelings and will frequently get when we're needing some additional TLC. This worry for your prosperity is an extreme articulation of affection. Canines can inherently detect when you are miserable or battling with something. They will figure out how to nestle dependent upon you, lay their head on you, or by and large figure out how to be near you during these times, said Richardson. Baffling as it very well might be, there's a valid justification your canine is continually meandering around the house with your socks, shoes or scarf stuffed into their mouth. These things are canvassed in your fragrance. While it's presumably not conduct you need to empower, more often than not your canine isn't gathering up your own effects to be underhanded, but instead in light of the fact that the smell causes them to feel nearer to you. Instead of berating them, which feels like a dismissal to them, attempt delicately diverting their consideration towards one of the most amazing canine bite toys to assist them with learning the conduct you expect of them. You might like to utilize one of the most incredible canine cases to keep your little guy completely safe during the evening, yet assuming you will more often than not let them have free rule of the house and they generally end up in your room cuddled up adjacent to you, that is a decent sign that they love you. Delicate contacting and snuggling mirror maternal love among pups and their unique, canine mothers. These proactive tasks incite the arrival of the vibrate chemical, oxytocin, in the two species, said Greenstein. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more.